Hare Krishna. So today we are going to begin the third book of Bhakti Shastri, the Nectar of Devotion. So this is also the book which is written by Srila Rupa Goswami. So let us sing the verse in his glorification. Nana Shastra Vicharaneka Nipuno Sadharma Samstapako Lokanam Hitakarinau Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakaro Radha Krishna Padarvinda Bhajana Nandena Mattaliko Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. This verse is on the very first page. What it is saying? I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, namely Srila Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Srila Jeev Goswami, and Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures. Nana Shastra Vicharaneka Nipuna. What is the aim? With the aim of establishing eternal religious principle for the benefit of all human beings. Lokanam hitakarino tribhuvane. Thus they are honored all over the three worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis. Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nandena Mattalika, and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Sri Radha and Krishna. So basically, this book is written by Rupa Goswami to please his guru, Srila Sanatan Goswami. He writes. So basically, the when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was in the Prayag, at that moment, he for 10 days at Dasha Ashwamedh Ghat, he instructed Srila Rupa Goswami about the principles of bhakti. And Srila Rupa Goswami took those instructions and then started. He wrote this Bhakti Rasamrut Sindhu book Grantha. This ideally it has 2,129 verses. Some of the slokas he has composed, and most of the other verses are from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Padma Puran. So entire this NOD, Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrut Sindhu contains the various verses from these three books, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Padma Puran, and the most of the verses he himself composed. And then later, Srila Prabhupada wrote Nectar of Devotion based on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, we as sadhakas, Prabhupada has mentioned that in Bhakti Shastri we should study only 19 chapters of this particular book, which contains Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, and Prema Bhakti. So we'll see that what is the further as what NOD contains and what it is meant for. So rasa, there is a word come rasa bhakti rasa amruta sindhu. So Prabhupada starts writing from the very beginning. What is rasa? It is a mellow. So there are two types of rasas. One is mundane rasa and one is bhakti rasa, right? So what are the challenges in mundane rasa? Can anybody tell me why mundane rasa is not releasable? Basically, it is temporary, not reliable. Why?
Because it has an end.
It has start and end.
So, and what is expected, we don't consider.
What type of expectation hype we expect from that? The result is very low,
Brings misery.
and it brings more misery than the moment you have started for getting enjoyment. You result in the state where you feel more miserable than previous stage. Anything else? What do you remember in your any readings or hearing about woundedness? What are the defects? What is the second defect? Senses are not perfect. So what happens? So that's what in the first thing you don't get satisfied. However long you try to enjoy all the senses in whichever way. So the first thing is the term comes chapala sukha. Chapala sukha means
Flickering.
flickering. It fades away, it deteriorates. So I mean, just like a jiva gets birth, he's born and he starts loving his parents. Then he starts getting all the toys and all the objects of sense gratification. Then he starts to gain material knowledge, how to exploit the nature. I mean, how to enjoy matter in various ways, and so on and so forth. He accumulates the money, all the properties, matter, and so on and so forth. But at the death, everything is taken away. So it deteriorates and actually it finishes at death. So Chapala Sukha, that's why it is said, Kamala Dala Jala, Jivana Talamala, Kamala Dala Jala. It's like a human life is like a water drop on the lotus leaf. I mean, I don't know how many of you have actually seen that, but if you put a drop on a lotus leaf, it immediately gets asleep. Why? Because there is no, I mean, the place is not right for that particular water drop. Similarly, the material world is made in such a way that Jiva cannot remain happy here. We think that we are living for 100 years. Even an ant or even a mosquito can think, oh, I am living 100 years. But from other perspective, like the higher Jivas, higher bodies, they see it is like just some hours. Our life in if demigods see our life, they see they are not living at all. Because their lifespan is much bigger than ours. Like that, it is the chapal sukha. Second thing, what is seen that in mundane rasa, this jiva, he has a tendency to do worse. Prabhupada gives an example of a businessman. Businessman works from Monday to Friday very hard to accumulate money so that he can enjoy in a weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So he there is a tag. He doesn't. I mean, he gives up sense gratification to work for 16 hours a day from Monday to Friday. And as Friday night comes, he gets rid of all his office job and he goes for enjoyment. Bhog. Then only bhog. Some Saturday and Sunday, bhog. Again, then Sunday night comes and Monday morning, he removes tyaga. So bhoga tyaga. It's like a pendulum. The life goes from bhoga tyaga, mundane rasa. So whether it is a family man who is working for his family, whether it's a philanthropist who is working for a bigger family, for like for a welfare of the society, or whether he is a nationalist, is working for. So it never guarantees. However you work hard, it doesn't give you guarantee that next life is a human body. So these are the defects in mundane rasa. What is the opposite of bhakti rasa? What are the advantages of bhakti rasa?
It's permanent. Eternal.
It's eternal. The moment you start bhakti, neha bhikramanasyosti pratyavayuna vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhaya. So even you do bhakti little bit, the guarantee is there. Next life you have a human body. You can start from next life and you can perfect it. So that's why the those who are, and actually everybody, whoever gets birth is been observed and controlled by karmana daiva netrena. So daiva, they are observing everybody. What are they? What are we doing basically? And based on the activities, they decide the karma and what are our last. I mean, at the time of death, what are our thought process? Based on that, karmana daiva netrena. Jantur deha upapatyate. Jantu means jeev, deha he gets. Sriya pravishta udaram pumso reta kanashraya. So it is such an arrangement we cannot understand how this is going on. But once we do bhakti, then it oversees. I mean, it is Krishna gives guarantee that we have a different path. Although by our past activities we may be having have to gone through so many lifetimes, so many other reactions, but Krishna adjusts it. Karmana, I mean, he sees that intention of bhakti. He's trying to surrender. So that's why Prabhupada writes that what is NOD is for all the bona fide activities in Krishna consciousness are amruta, he said, permanent. That is the subject matter of NOD. So it is giving us a hope that if you follow bhakti, you are on a path which is permanent path. It is said all the bona fide activities. Prabhupada is writing very, otherwise he would have written that all the activities in Krishna consciousness are permanent. Because as the Kali Yuga progresses, we may see so many things added, or so I mean, with the different kinds of people joining different kinds of areas or places, they may add few things. So that's why it is said all the bona fide activities in Krishna consciousness are permanent. That is what is the subject matter of NLD. And as we come to know about bhakti, this is the as I have already mentioned. This book is for how to do bhakti so that our dormant Krishna consciousness gets awakened. So little faith, it grows to love of Godhead, prema. That is uh, the entire structure, stages are explained very nicely. What is needed? What are do's and don'ts? That's I mean, Rupa Goswami writes. So how to stimulate our original love for Krishna? There is a process. And how to be situated in that position where we can enjoy our blissful life. So we in Bhagavad Gita we say, what is that? Susukham kartum avyam. Bhakti is like susukham, sukham and susukham. But if you don't know the process right, then we may say, "Arey susukham, but do dukham ho raha hai wo." I mean, more dukh. So we have to know how to do the perfect. Like so many people join for the say any course, or maybe say in 10th standard, 12th standard, there are many students, but few people understand how to score high. Again, so they don't leave in even a small gap of not even a single mark. So suppose 20 marks are there in practical. So they make sure every practical you should be present. All the journals are written, because they know even that counts. And then all units should be covered. Otherwise, some people say, "Arey, pass hona bahut ho gaya. 6 units out of 6, 4 is okay." I mean, so that's how we have to see this bhakti process. We have to understand what is it first and where we are falling short and what kind of changes we have to make. This is we are going to see in further classes. So NOD is to stimulate our original love for Krishna. It is there in with every living entity in their heart, but it requires certain process to stimulate it. Now see, there are millions of people, and most of them are highly educated also. But if you come to tell them, like bhakti vagara, they will not understand even nothing about that. So because they are not following the process, surrendering to Guru, serving him, asking questions. These are the very important things. So Prabhupada write in uh, the preface, open the page number 15, X5, X5, Roman letters, 15, preface. So he says that is a missing point of life. That is very important paragraph we want to read. The basic principle, the second paragraph. The basic principle of living condition is that we have general propensity to love someone. No one can live without loving someone else. This propensity is present in every living being. Even an animal like a tiger has this loving propensity, at least in the dormant stage, and it is certainly present in the human beings. The missing point, however, is where to repose our love so that everyone can become happy. At the present moment, human society teaches one to love his country, family, or his personal self, but there is no information where to repose the loving propensity so that everyone can become happy. That missing point is Krishna. And the nectar of devotion teaches us how to stimulate our original love for Krishna and how to be situated in that position where we can enjoy our blissful life. So Prabhupada says if you bring Krishna in the center, you can live thousands of years and you can enjoy your life because there is no karma. In Sri Ishopanishad we have seen that if you follow Ishavasyam, then you can live for thousands of years, but there is no karma. You are doing akarma because what is Ishavasyam? Can somebody tell? What is Ishavasyam?
And then accept your quota.
Everything animate and inanimate
Is controlled
is controlled and owned by Krishna.
We should accept our own quota.
So we should accept our own quota and
Respect others.
do not touch an other's quota. But while accepting our quota, what to do? Offer it to Krishna as a gratitude that because of this I am surviving, and this is the process by which I will come back to you. But so if that is there, then Prabhupada is writing we can enjoy our blissful life even in this body. Iha yasya harer dase karmana manasa gira nikhilasva api avastasu jivan muktasa uchyate. This is the further we are going to learn this Anudi shloka. What is it saying? Iha yasya harer dase. If there is a Haridas, Krishna Das is there, what is he doing? Karmana manasa vacha. By activity, by his acts, mind and body, he is doing service to Krishna. Karmana manasa gira nikhilasu api avastasu. Even though he is within the body, temporary body, which is actually the cause of bondage for others, isn't it? Because you cannot live in this world without activity. And all the activities you do for yourself, you will be implicated. Whatever you do, you have to pay back. So that's why this body itself is a cause of our bondage, isn't it? But one thing you have done, you have changed the objective of your life. Not to fulfill my desire, but to serve Krishna, to please him. By my three things we do sinful activities. What is that? Acts, karmana, manasa and vacha. So if you offer that to Krishna, then there is no way you can do any sinful activities. So even though you live within the body, you live happily. You can live happily. That is what this is saying. So that's why Prabhupada says that Nectar of Devotion teaches us how to love Krishna in 5 different transcendental mellows. So we are talking about rasa. Rasa is a mellow. So you have to understand that this will happen. The missing point is we are not uh, trying to please Krishna. A very simple and famous example is a tree is there and everybody is trying to water everything but roots. The branches, the leaves, the fruits, and the trunk, but not the roots. So if you water the root, then entire plant gets water. So that is the so Prabhupada writes and in preface last page, 17th page, that at the present moment we are we are inventing so many ways to utilize our propensity to love, isn't it? People are now trying to love animals also. I mean, the birds ho gaya, animals ho gaya, trees, I mean, they so many ways. But factually, we are missing the real point, that is Krishna. We are watering all the parts of tree, but missing the tree's root. We are trying to keep our body fit by all means, but we are neglecting to supply food stuff to stomach. So this is very famous example to if providing food to the stomach and providing water to the tree. Now, the point is missing Krishna means missing oneself also. Real self-realization and realization of Krishna go together simultaneously. Like, in Srimad Bhagavatam, in first canto, it is said that the self-realization starts by first serving the great devotees, pure devotees. By serving pure devotees, you develop the taste for hearing Lord's activities. And as the Lord's Leela enter through ear into your heart, what happens? Sanchobham. Sanchobham means it is a turbulence, and all the anarthas, which are basically the root cause of our suffering, Krishna starts removing them. Vidunoti Suhrut Satam. Krishna does it. How? Because we are allowing him to enter our heart through
Yes.
Yasyam vai Shruyamanayam Krishne Parama Purushe Bhakti Utpadyate Pumsam, and then Shoka Moha Bhaya Paha. So all of us are now having three diseases. We are carrying Shoka, Moha, and Bhaya. They are residing in our heart because actually the heart is a place for Krishna. But we have removed Krishna, or we have actually dumped so many things on Krishna. I mean, the Krishna is now covered. And because we are trying to uh, actually save or accumulate more and more and more and more material things, so that Shoka, Moha, and Bhaya is increasing. But as we start bhakti by hearing, and for that we require a taste in hearing. For that we have to serve those who have a taste in hearing Krishna Leela. Then Krishna personally, dhunoti means cleans. Vidhunoti means Vishesh Rupena. Vishesh Rupena Dhunoti. Vidhunoti Suhrut Satam. Because he is Suhrut Satam. Satam means devotee. Suhrut means dear friend of devotees. And as that happens, what happens? Slowly we get rid of Raja and Tamaguna. Tada Rajas Tamo Bhava Kama Lobha Dayaschaye. As we keep on hearing Krishna Leela and start serving devotees and performing other devotional service also, 9% of devotional service, slowly Raja and Tamaguna, we get detached from that. And we start performing activities in Sattva Guna. And then we start getting attached to the Krishna's all limbs, basically, hearing and then chanting and then all 9 processes of devotional service. And then evam prasanna manaso. What happened then? Basically, then as our heart is cleansed of unwanted things, anarthas, then shoka, moha, and bhaya, that is reduced. Reduced in the sense actually, as the degree we hear intently, cautiously, and as if like this is the only thing which can save me eagerly. That way, that proportion, our heart gets clean, and that way we get rid of shok and moh and bhaya, and then we become prasanna. Prasanna means happy. And then first time, just imagine our heart is cleansed. Like it is a mirror, suppose, and it is been covered with full thick dirt. And then you are started removing the dirt, and then some hazy picture you see in the mirror. Oh, who is he? And then again cleaning, and then first time you see yourself. So Krishna consciousness, so Atma Sakshatkar and Krishna realization. Krishna Sakshatkar happens together. It is just like two birds are there and one bird is actually neglecting the another bird, Paramatma. And then when he starts looking at that person, he sees himself also. Till now he hasn't realized who he is. But then he realized, oh, he is my master and I am his servant. So that is first Aham Brahmasmi, sort of. So for a jiva to just realize that I am not body, I am soul, is also bliss. Anything matter which is giving us happiness, that is Jadananda. Jada means matter. So that Jadananda is actually a Ananda, right? But it's a low level Ananda. Higher than that, I mean, because our body is Jada and we are trying to get happiness through another Jada, matter. So when we actually realize that we are a part and parcel of Krishna, Brahman, and we have nothing to do with this matter, to realize that is a Brahmananda, which is millions of times higher than Jadananda. Higher than that is to understand, to know Krishna, basically, that who is residing in our heart, and he is actually Upadrushta Anubanta, and he is actually our Suhrut Chaitya Guru. That Anand is more than thousand, many million times more than that. And to actually realize Krishna, there is no comparison at all. So to experience happiness in serving Krishna, there is no, like comparison to have with Brahmananda and all. It's like grass, tasting grass, like that. So this is the very important point we have to take. We have to understand that self-realization and Krishna realization happen simultaneously. This is preface is over. Now we are seeing introduction. So in introduction, Prabhupada writes that Krishna is a Akhila Rasamrita Murti. That is, he is the reservoir of all the rasas. How many rasas we have? You know, first 5 primary rasas are Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. And 7 secondary rasas are very rarely we see, but there are Hasya, that is comedy rasa. Then Daya, compassion, it's also rasa. Raudra, fear. Veera ras, chivalry. Bhayanak, horror. Adbhut, wonder. And Bibhats, shock. These are the 12 rasas, and Krishna is a Rasa Bihari. So Rasa Bihari, he is expert in releasing all these rasas. And we are Amsha. Right now we in Kali Yuga are very much interested in knowing the Bhayanak rasa. The horror movies generally goes like viral. So many people. Because there is a Tamoguna, the horror movies. So Krishna is a Akhil Rasamurud Murti, and then to relish, to assist him in his all rasas, we have to be perfect. Just like a powerful magnet is there and a rusty iron piece is there. So it won't get attracted to that chumbak, that the magnet, unless it is cleansed of all the unwanted things. So that's how the purification process is there. That is called sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti is to remove all the unwanted things so that we can get attracted to Krishna. So, in the introduction, Prabhupada writes that this is the ocean, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, Bhakti is defined as devotional service, and Rasa is serving Krishna, that is devotional service, and then experience we get it, and it is like a ocean. So, Prabhupada writes that how in this ocean the acharyas are compared like a shark. So we have seen that so many rivers they come and then they enter into the ocean. So the people are interested, mostly impersonalists, they are interested in maintaining their position in the river, a separate position. They don't want to. So they see that if when they go into the river, I mean, go into the ocean, they merge into Krishna. But they derive so much pleasure in their process itself, like a Jnana Yoga, then a Dhyana Yoga, creative activity, Karma Kanda, all activities. But sharks never take pleasure in river water. Prabhupada, right? They know they are. So, what is the comparison here? That devotee is never ever he never gets attracted to any kind of liberation. We'll further see what type of liberation, what kind of liberations are available. He is always happy to serve Krishna wherever he is allowed to. So that is what the position of the acharyas, the sharks are given. And second thing is that there are always some volcanic eruptions happening in the ocean. You know, if the volcano happens on Earth, there's a disaster. But when a volcano happens in the ocean, nothing happens. Not much damage happens because ocean takes care of it. Similarly, the pure devotees who are so much deep into the devotional practices, they don't get affected by the impersonalist or argumentative logic. You know, it is, they come and, oh, where is Krishna? Just like people take pleasure to debate on where is God. God, why he is not dead yet? And they see that everybody is, getting birth and dying. Why God is still alive? So the point what I'm making is that people have so much logic to be atheists. But just like we have said, Madhyamadikari, and they don't waste their time in their logic in this argumentative debates and all. What they do, Madhyamadikari, what he does, Madhyamadikari,
Prem,
Prema, Maitri, Krupa,
Action.
so Upeksha with whom? These kind of envious people are those who are against devotional practices. He just ignores. Like one very big, I mean, very famous Pandit came in Vrindavan and he said, who are the very famous people here, Pandits here? So he said, Roop and Sanatana Goswami. So he said, okay, go. So he went with his disciple and he said, okay, debate with me. Otherwise, write on this patra that you are defeated. So Rupa and Sanatana Goswami said, we give your patra, we will sign it. We don't have time because we have to serve Krishna. So like that, they don't get affected by this. I mean, they don't waste their time. So these volcanic eruptions in the ocean, they don't make any uh, great disturbance to ocean like that. And then in introduction, Prabhupada writes that Srila Rupa Goswami, he feels very humble himself while preaching this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. And this should be the attitude of all the preachers. We should never think that I am delivering the whole world. Never do. We should not do that. We should be thinking always that we are the instrumental in the hands of previous Acharya. We are instruments. Everything is given by them. And we are just like a postman. We are delivering it to the needy person. So there is no credit we should take. All the credit should go to Krishna and the predecessor Acharyas. So that should be, we should remember that. Otherwise, we at the time may come that we know all the shlokas, we know all the Bhagavad Gita, the flow and everything, and then I start boasting myself, or we take credit. Oh, I brought you in bhakti, you were rotting in the material world. We should not. That should not be the attitude of a preacher. We can learn from Srila Rupa Goswami. We have to follow in their footsteps. Then we can actually benefit the human society. Otherwise, we'll create havoc. People will feel, Are, he is teaching something which is given by Acharyas, but he is behaving differently from that. That shouldn't happen. So we should actually benefit the society. So, nectar of devotion is an ocean. So ocean has divisions, east, west, south, and north, right? So in our course, we have only eastern division, eastern division of the ocean, and it has 4 waves. Eastern division of ocean. One is Samanya Bhakti, devotional service in general practice. What are the general principles of bhakti? That is Samanya Bhakti. Second is Sadhana Bhakti, devotional service in practice. What are the regulative principles? How it is and how it should be done. So Sadhana Bhakti takes most of our chapters. Samanya Bhakti is only first chapter. And then Bhava Bhakti, Prem Bhakti is also very not very detailed. It's a short description because mostly we have to see Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivruti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, then Bhava and Prem. So Sadhana Bhakti starts from faith, Ado Shraddha to Ruchi, Asakti. So Asakti. So how, so the bigger span we have to learn. Then Bhava Bhakti is devotional service in ecstasy. Is third wave. And fourth wave is Prema Bhakti, devotional service in pure love. That is the ultimate goal, love of Godhead. So today we'll start to learn Samanya Bhakti. What is general, general principle of Bhakti? So we know chapter 1, part 1, characteristics of pure devotional service. Before that, we have to learn what is pure devotional service. So we know the very famous definition of sadhana, pure devotional service. Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam. Then anukullena krishnanu shilanam bhakti uttama. So very important to learn this. So these first two lines are secondary characteristics of pure devotional service, and other two are primary characteristics. So anya abhilashita shunyam means there shouldn't be any other desire for our own sense while practicing devotional service. Now there are some cases where there is a threat to your life, then can you pray to Krishna for your safety? Is it okay? I mean, what do you think? I'm just asking. There should not be any desire, material desire for sense gratification. In the sense, no personal desire. So what do you think about this? Should devotee pray to Krishna for his own safety, or calamity comes, or Krishna, please save me? Whether it is a pure devotional service or not? No. Anybody else? I'm not going to give you prize or punish you. You can accept it. Be open-minded, free. Whatever you think, say.
Gopals of Vrindavan were also their devotees only, but whenever calamities used to come, they used to ask.
Yes, that is one kind of affection also. Yes. Prahlad Maharaj, he never prayed. So we should, those who are praying, so they are not doing pure devotional service, right? I mean, that's what you are saying. Take your stake. I mean, we'll decide what is wrong and what is right.
Yeah, that is.
Whatever happens, we will stick to Krishna. Like in the sense,
Hmm.
even if calamities come, we will.
So do you pray to Krishna
We
to?
will pray to Krishna.
But then what is? Then you are saying that whatever happens, I will stick to Krishna. So why to pray then?
Like we will pray to Krishna only. Rather than
The Krishna
not-
only.
Yeah. Rather than
But it
not-
is said Anya Vilasita Shunyam. That's what I'm asking. Whether it is right or wrong. Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
Body belongs to Krishna.
Body belongs to
Use it
Krishna.
for Krishna service, so they're like asking for protection.
It's very nice. I mean, amazing thought, right? So you are asking your protection so that I may continue to serve you. Anything else? Rightly said, the point what I'm making is both all are right. Prahlad Maharaj was in a stage that he was with Krishna. Will is, like he is, so few people are called Bhagavan, like Narada Muni and all. So as we go, we are tuned to Krishna. So Prahlad Maharaj was such a person. We suppose he was thrown from the top of the mountain. Still, he was chanting Krishna only. He was not saying, "Arey, aaga kya?" He was not fearful. Right from in the hands of Rakshasa, he was Krishna conscious. That if Krishna wants, he can protect me or he can kill me. And he was thrown in the air. Also, he was Krishna conscious and he was being protected by Krishna. Same. There is no change in his behavior. I mean, his love to Krishna. This is one thing. Now, another thing is like Brajavasis, you have said. So, Brajavasis are the people who taught, actually teach us, he, whether we are elder to them, if suppose Agasura came, not Agasura, our Aristasura came, everybody shouted, Krishna, Krishna, help. So, just like most of the Acharya says that the Krishna consciousness movement is a crying school that teaches us how to cry. Oh, Krishna, save me. Getting. So the conclusion is when you know that you are dependent on Krishna and you know that, oh, my shelter is going to go, then you can pray to Krishna. But that is not sense gratification. Material desire for sense gratification. In the sense, कृष्णा तुमको 10 साल हो गए कर रहा हूँ अभी मेरे को एक गाड़ी दिला दो अभी तक मैं वैसा ही पढ़ सुदामा को इतना दिया है ना आई मीन कब आ सकता है मेरा शादी नहीं हुआ जो भी वॉट एवर मेरा घर नहीं हुआ इतना लो एनीथिंग दैट इज फॉर योर सेंस बट टू expedite your bhakti you can ask. Prabhupada, when he was ill, he said, all of you chant. You pray to Narasimhadev so that I can live few more years. Isn't it? So, सबने chanting किया चालू कर दिया. So, understand. So, Anya Vilashata Shunyam means not for personal desire for personal sense. Jnana karma adi anavritam. So, our bhakti should not be covered with jnana, that is philosophical speculation. In the sense, we take more credit or shelter on philosophical understanding than process of bhakti. Impersonal jnana, just like our Prakashanand Saraswati. He called Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, please come to meet us. I mean, that Brahmana arranged the meeting. And when he went, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat at a certain place. He came, please come with us. And then he said, why you are a sannyasi? Why you are dancing like a madman on the streets? You should come with us and study the Vedanta. So, that is the main thing. So Mahaprabhu said, no, I was being told by my guru, then you just chant Hare Krishna and you believe, you cannot understand the Vedanta. So the practice of devotional service shouldn't be overpowered by all this philosophical jnana or fruitive acts, materialistic rituals, karma kand. Any example? I will keep asking you, so that you will stay awake and active. I can do that. Yes. And one suggestion, then whichever part you are sitting now, if you feel, then next time you can bring your topi and feel that this is family only and totally off to nahi kar sakte. But we'll reduce it. We have reduced it considerably. Any example for this? Satyanarayana Puja. Karma. No. I just want a scriptural reference. Any like this.
Karmakand means that Hiranyakashipu had done that for tapasya for
Yagic Brahmanas in Krishna. Krishna said, tell them that Krishna Balaram are hungry and give us food. What they said? But they didn't recognize them also. They thought we are doing this yagya. It is for doing Krishna and Balaram only. But they forgot that the act itself is not important. The yagya book is coming and asking you, but they didn't understand. So that's what happened. So it shouldn't be covered with the karma kand also. Adi means also other unfavorable acts, like tapasya. Just like you can.
There was one brahmachari who wanted to, one devotee who wanted to witness the Lord Chaitanya's.
Correct, milk drinking brahmana. I am correct, right? Yes. So he said, I am doing tapasya. I just only drink milk. So I thought I am eligible to see your dance. Prabhu became so angry. Do you think by doing that you are eligible to see this? No. So that is what anything. So it comes in Adi. Adi means all unfavorable acts, in the sense not connected to bhakti, devotional. So they are the secondary characteristics. Primary is Anukullena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhaktiruttama. So Anukullena means it should be Anukul. What is Anukul? Intention should be to please Krishna, not hostile approach. Just like the example is given that for Krishna, demons and suras and asuras, they are same. They are the part and parcel. So it's not like we are fearful, asura aa gaya or sura aa gaya. For Krishna, they are dependent on him, right? So even with fighting with demons, he takes pleasure. Chivalry, Veeraras, right? So actually they are helping him to enjoy chivalryness, right? They are doing bhakti. If you see bhakti means to please Krishna by your activity, right? So can we say that demons who are fighting with Krishna are doing bhakti? And at the same time, suppose here we see in Vrindavan, Yashoda when she sees that, oh, the milk on the stove is overflowing, she keeps Krishna down and goes to save the milk. And Krishna becomes angry actually. So is it Anukul Bhakti? Any thoughts? कृष्णा को एंग्री करना भक्ति है? कैसे लॉर्ड स्वर तो कर रही थी वो.
Intention.
What is the intention?
Extension was to this Krishna itself.
How?
By-
What
by
was the
giving-
intention?
Yeah, so Krishna, by giving them milk, he wanted to, by not letting the milk spill over and maybe, giving the right.
So that milk is for Krishna. She has put it for Krishna. So this is made for Krishna. If it is spoiled, then how can I serve it to Krishna? So intention is there, but the end result we see, oh, Krishna is angry. But that is not pratikul bhakti. It is anukul bhakti. And in another case, demons are actually helping Krishna. Krishna in Vaikuntha, he cannot fight. Chalo, aa gaya tu. There is a Vaikuntha, there is no Kunta. That's why Krishna has to come to material world to fight. So, so ideally, demons also help in chivalry to have a enjoyment. But there is a hostility. Kamsa and Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu saw Narasimhadev, and he saw he's so powerful. But still he said, I will kill you. Can you imagine this? Well, first, when he actually gives description of Narasimhadev in Bhagavatam, 7th canto, and then he becomes mesmerized. But he says, no, he's Vishnu, I have to kill you. So that is a hostility. That is pratikul. The intention is to harm. Krishna is taking it as a pleasure, a service. But they are not thinking like that. That's why it should be anukul and not pratikul. So what is anukul from our point of view? How do you understand your serving to Krishna in anukul way, favorable way? What is the how do you understand? What is the equation? You can
Following the instruction of solution.
correct. Anushilanam. You don't do anything from your own. So Shilanam means to follow. So Anu means to follow. And Shilanam means continuous action. Not that, oh, I did it now. अभी तो थोड़ा बहुत हो गया भक्ति में एक हफ्ता थोड़ा ना कोई माला से हाथ नहीं लगाने का कुछ पण not like that. Continuous bhakti with Anushilan. Anu means with the following on the footsteps of spiritual master and acharya. So that is the mark of whether it is anukul or not. We don't do anything our own way. So continuous activity intended to please Krishna or his expansions. Bhakti means actually Krishna and his expansion. We can, like somebody may be very attached to Lord Narasimhadev, or Lord Varahadev, or Sri Ramachandra. Hanumanji will never serve Krishna. He is happy serving Lord Rama only. That is pure devotional service. But with favorable attitude, that is called first class devotional service, pure devotional service. So Prabhupada writes, the Shilanam means activity. So devotional service is no silent meditation. People say, oh, bhakti karo, jab mandir mein jaake शांत बैठो. So that is not devotional service. तो आज बाद में सो जाएंगे तुम. It's an activity to please a person. Anu means following predecessor acharya. We have to see whether our acts are sanctioned by previous acharyas. At the same time, we should be avoiding to offend Krishna and his devotees with our body, mind, and words. Shilanam means we have to do activity, but I mean, within the mind, we should actually reevaluate whether my activity is offending to Krishna or devotees. Because sometimes what happens, we have been given some task, seva. We do this is very important. And then what happens? Few devotees do not follow your instructions. And then under the name of I am doing this bhakti, few things we have to do that we have to do it. But we should always see that we should not relish our supreme position. Now I will show you my position. Or you can start taking rasa in that. मैं देखा कि वो रुक जाते रोको जो भी है आई एम नॉट सेइंग देयर आर सम सिक्योरिटी volunteers also and crowd care also. We have to do something, but we should intention should not be to make ourselves higher or superior than that. Do it as a service. We should always see what is that we are serving devotees and Krishna. So when the service is the background of in your mind, then you will not offend. You will do it in such a way, the work will happen and the person will not get offended. That is the maturity. And that is purification. That is devotional service. So we will never come across a person who said, मैंने आज तक किसी को offend नहीं किया. Because you learn by that. I'm not saying that you only learn by that, but we should use our intelligence. So in bhakti, how we progress? By following the bhakti with intelligence. Organization. Organize your life. Use your intelligence. How to progress. And for that, we have to think about our activities also. How am I doing what I am supposed to do? I am told to do. Because the person will tell you, ye hona chahiye. But how to do it, he will never tell you. That you have to think. If you don't know, then Prabhupada say what we should do. If you don't know, ask. Ask how to do this. Okay, so that is very important. So now we come to chapter 1. Characteristics of pure devotional service. Samanya Bhakti. 6 unique characteristics. What are they? Kleshagni. What is Kleshagni means? Bhakti destroys all material sufferings. You can write down with, like. Then second is Shubhada, or you can mark it. Actually, I suggest that everybody should bring their register with every day, because I am going to give. I have experience of 10 years of teaching. How many years? 10 years. In that I learned, I have seen, I observed. People think मेरे को मालूम है sir. But when they are given the paper, question paper, they can't write it because they have never written it. So now I have made it. You write it immediately, and then I'll give you some question also. You write because, and I'm not going to check it, but it will help you in the exam only. Because once you heard it, once you saw it, and once you have written it also, second time, then you can remember it. Okay. So Shubhada, second is Bhakti bestows auspiciousness in life. Third is Moksha Lagutakrit. थोड़ा difficult नाम है. Moksha Lagutakrit.
Can you start from?
First is Kleshagni. Pure devotional service destroys all material sufferings. Just like when we come to Bhakti, wow, Prasad, Kirtan, dance. So many devotees and deities. Immediately we feel, oh, this is like Vaikuntha. But then immediately we start offending. Then we, start coming. So it's like whenever somebody comes to Krishna consciousness, he says, everybody is Prabhu. I am Das. But then later they say, I am Prabhu. They are that. Like that. So that is what happens. Shubhada means devotional service bestows auspiciousness in our life. It brings auspiciousness. Third is Moksha Laguta Krit. Moksha means liberation. Lagutakrut means it disregards. In bhakti, there is no position for liberation. There is no aspiration for liberation. Moksha Lagutakrut. Fourth is Sudurlabha. Actually, we may say, कि अरे भक्ति वो गीता लेके सब तुम्हारे पीछे भागते रहते हैं, you know, I mean, in local train, अरे गीता लोग, but still it is rarely attained. Sudurlabha. Durlabha means very rare. Fourth is Sudurlabha. Bhakti, pure devotional service is very rarely attained because a devotee may run behind you, but unless and until you have a faith, Ado Shraddha, very fragile faith in some activity in devotional service. Whether you like tilak of devotee, oh, this is very nice devotee, उसको चिल्लाए तो भी हंस रहा है. That also is a faith. Or a nice book, or whatever he said was very nice. Even I didn't understand it. That is also Ado Shraddha. That will carry you to bhakti. But not many people come. See, 50 years, kitna saal ho gaya iskcon aake? I mean, just I'm saying. How many devotees we have practicing devotion? What is the population of whole world? कितना है?
Billion.
So kitna Gita आज तक बटा? In 50 years, how many Gitas or all the scriptures we have distributed? Crores. That is why it is rarely attained. Sudurlabha. Sukruti nahi hai. Sukruti means some piety, some faith, you know, some deposit nahi hai. So you can't attend. Later also we'll see how pure devotional service. See, devotional service is pure, but in the sense we are talking about Sudurlabha in the sense Bhava Bhakti, Krishna doesn't give. Krishna will give liberation also, but he will not give Bhava Bhakti because Krishna says, if I give you, you will purchase me. You have to prove yourself. That's why it is rarely. Fifth is Sandrananda Vishesh Atma. Sandrananda Vishesh Atma means pure devotional service manifests condensed bliss. You know, like I can give material example. If you are very hungry and your favorite dish is something is there, your favorite dish है, लेकिन वो बोले समझो तुम्हारा फेवरेट डिश है पकोड़ा, सब एक जस्ट यू आर हंग्री लाइक एनीथिंग, यू आर फैमिश, दे सेड दो ही वड़ा मिलेगा छोटा. दैट ब्लिस इज देयर, ओ वड़ा है, बट उससे क्या होगा? तो वड़ा का ट्रे लेके आया पूरा, यू नो, मतलब. सो दैट इज सांद्रानंद विशेष, कंडेंस ब्लिस. ये मटेरियल एग्जांपल है. You are like drowned in that Sandarananda Visheshatma. Then comes sixth last, Sri Krishna Akarshini. Bhakti itself is so powerful, it attracts Krishna, who is all attractive. Sri Krishna Akarshini. Let us see first one, Kleshagni. So what is klesha in our life? Our life is full of klesh, distress. Why we are distressed? What is the reason?
Sure. We are ignored. So they know.
Why there is a distress?
Because we are away from Krishna.
Hmm?
Disease.
Why birth happens?
Material desires to enjoy our life.
Hmm.
So that's why work happens.
So we want to control everything.
Distress. There are many types of distress. Why that happens? What is the reason distress?
Forgetfulness. We want to enjoy our expectation.
Because of sinful activities, we create so many sinful activities that brings distress. Okay? And why we perform those, sinful activities? Why somebody will perform sinful activities? Huh? Ignorance. Ignorance is the basic cause why people commit tons of, unlimited sinful activities. And then what happens? There's a cycle actually. That the propensity, the favorable field is there. Material world means a place made by Krishna for people who want to enjoy separately from him. That first desire will create an unlimited desire. So the seed thought is like sinful desire is bijam. So I want to enjoy. So it's a desire, in a seed form. When you act, then you may get immediate reaction, then prarabdha. Suppose like if some activities are like that, they give immediate reaction. Like if you go for eating chaat and take if you eat pani puri with so much chili, what will happen? Immediately you will start crying, or you won't be able to take it. Immediate reaction. Prarabdha. Prarabdha means immediate manifestation of reaction. But if suppose you are thin and I will give you 2 kg of rabdi today. If you eat 2 kg of rabdi, will you become fat? But if you eat every day for 1 month, 2 kilo rabdi, what will happen? So I'm just giving you can also give many reactions, many examples. So certain activities takes time to fructify, but it will happen. Just like a thief, Prabhupada gives the example of a thief. If a thief steals something and he's running away, but he is caught on a camera, but he is not get caught by police, but eventually he will be caught. But till the time he is not caught, that is aprarabdha, unmanifest reaction. Aprarabdha. So there are unlimited reactions of prarabdha waiting for us. All our lives must have done so many activities, they are not fructified yet. So waiting prarabdha. What is prarabdha in our life right now? Prarabdha reactions manifested. To understand, I eat pani puri which is very hot, chili. Immediate manifestation is tears in the eyes. That is prarabdha. So what is prarabdha now in our life? Huh?
Getting Krishna.
Prarabdha of sinful activities I'm talking about. Like prarabdha is our body itself. We are like some are women, some are men, some are tall, some are fat. This is the prarabdha. Manifestation of our previous activities. The prarabdha, it is already. Now can you change? Oh, I am very tall. Let me be short. It cannot happen. So certain sinful reaction, they are fructified, prarabdha, okay. Then now, Prabhupada, right, there are few things that, like we can say some legal arrangements are there in our life. What are they? It is prarabdha. Some chronic disease is there. It is a prarabdha, already manifest. Then we can see that somebody is born in a very degraded family. That is also prarabdha. And one is uneducated. That is also. This is prarabdha. So bijam, seed of a sinful activity happens because we have we are in ignorance. So avidya causes a sinful desire. And when you act, either you get immediate prarabdha or aprarabdha. And the moment, before your actions get reaction, that is phalonmukha stage. Phalonmukha stage means just like a flower is there, a bird is there. So now we know bird is there, when tomorrow that will be a flower. So phalonmukha stage comes. Just like thief comes to know paper आ गया, सब तरफ उसका फोटो लग गया. And then tomorrow he is going to get caught. So phalonmukha समझ गया उसको. Are you getting me? So this is a cycle. Desire will bring prarabdha or aprarabdha. Aprarabdha will become prarabdha. But till the time we get reaction of that particular act, we develop proclivity. Kutam. Kutam means the desire to do that activity more again and again. That is proclivity. That is kutam. Whether we get manifest reaction or not, that kutam stays because ignorance is there. And this cycle goes on and on and on and on. And what pure devotional service does, it destroys all the stages of sinful actions. Kutam, bijam, prarabdham, phalonmukha, aprarabdha, kutam also. So kutam also, even ignorance also is removed. Why? If you do pure devotional service. Prabhupada gives the quotations from different Srimad Bhagavatam and all. First is 11 canto, 14th chapter, 19th verse. In page number 4, Nectar of Devotion, last paragraph, Krishna tells Uddhava that, my dear Uddhava, devotional service unto me is just like a blazing fire, which can burn into ashes, unlimited fuel of supplied to it. All the reactions will get burned by devotional service. Next paragraph, Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 33.6. Kapil Dev says that there are 9 different types of devotional services, beginning from hearing and chanting. Anyone who hears about your pastimes, who chants about your glories, and so on, executes the 9 kinds of devotional service, even if he is born in a family of dog eaters. Swadopi sadyah savanaya kalpate. Kuta punate bhagavanu darshan. So Kapil Dev says that a prarabdha is what? He is born in a dog eater family, degraded family. That means he cannot do sacrifice. For sacrifices, what you have to do? You have to born as a Brahmana. But now you are doing 9% devotional service. So Shwado, now verses say Shwado means you are actually eating meat now. Shwado is sadhya paristhiti mein, but you are chanting. I mean, that means prarabdha is there. It is not saying last life you were dog eater. Now this life you were a dog eater and you do devotion service, you are eligible to do yajna. That way immediately prarabdha changed. Prarabdha destroyed. Who is saying Kapil Dev? Kuta punattu bhagavanu darshanat. You are not even seen Krishna. If you get darshan of Krishna, you are more purified. I mean, the sense. What is the result is just by doing sadhana bhakti with proper intention. This is possible. Next comes 6th canto, 2nd chapter, 17th verse. It's a story of Ajamil. So Ajamil was born as a Brahmana. And in young age, he was doing perfectly all the sacrifices and so on and so forth. But he was caught in the association of the prostitute. And what happened? At the end, his life became wicked. At the end of his wicked life, just by calling Narayan, he got a second chance. So Shukdev Goswami points out that austerity, charity, and performance of ritualistic ceremonies for counteracting sinful activities are recommended process. Like prayashchit. If you do some activity which is wrong, sinful, so we do prayashchit. But prayashchit cannot do atonement. But that by performing them, one cannot remove the sinful desire seed from the heart. Again, you do prayashchitta, the Prabhupada said, you go, oh, I did this thing. Okay, you pay this, or you do this gardening, or do this. Again, you do that. Again, you come, I did again this. So that the seed doesn't go. As was the case with Ajamil in his youth. In his youth, he was doing everyday yajna, brahmana, but seed still there. As soon as he saw the prostitute, the seed fructified. Bijam, activity, prarabdha. Prarabdha, what is prarabdha? He married that lady and then had a children. That is the. But this sinful desire seed can be removed only by achieving Krishna consciousness. When he was seen that he was been saved by Krishna, but just chanting Krishna's name, he became pure bhakta later. And this can be accomplished very easily by chanting the Mahamantra. Okay, understood? So there are processes. These are the processes to do atonement, austerity, charity, all, but they cannot remove the seed of sinful desire. Bhakti can do that. Next is 422-39. Page number 7, last paragraph. So Sanat Kumar says that, oh my dear kings, the false ego of a human being is so strong that it keeps him in material existence as if tied to the strong rope. Only the devotees can cut off this knot of this strong rope very easily by engaging themselves in Krishna consciousness. So, and come to this side, page number 8, paragraph, that this tight knot of a false ego is due to ignorance. As long as one is ignorant about his identity, he is sure to act wrongly and thereby become entangled in material contamination. But then he quotes Padma Purana that pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness is the highest enlightenment. When such enlightenment is there, it is just like a blazing forest fire, killing all the inauspicious snakes of desire. So what is happening here? When there is a blazing fire in forest, that fire is not meant to kill the snakes. It happens, the bamboo rubs and the fire happens, the one tree, another tree. But eventually what happens? The snakes, they are also burned. So that is pure devotional service. When pure devotional service happens, then the ignorance is compared to the snakes in the forest. They are also burnt away. Like that. So this is bhakti destroys all the stages of kleshagni, sinful reactions. Bijam, kutam, prarabdha, aprarabdha, phalonmukh, everything. Now remaining ignorance, we have seen snakes, but another we already discussed in first canto, second chapter, 17 to 21, I said, Yasyam Vaishruyam Anayam, Krishna Param. This is the hearing process. The devotional service removes the ignorance that I should not act in Rajane Tamagun. So ignorance is removed just by pure devotional service, just by hearing. Devotional service starts with Shravanam. So just by this process, pure devotional service, Krishna helps our heart to be cleansed of Raja and Tamaguna. Automatically we come to the Sattva Guna and then later to Shuddha Sattva. If we keep on performing devotional service. So that is what Klesha Agni removes Bhakti. Bhakti removes all Klesha. Second is Shubhada. All Bhakti is all auspicious. That means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling in the forest of Jhariganda. It was so auspicious that for all the, tigers and deers and the bears, everybody was dancing and chanting Hare Krishna. Even the trees. And so this is one example. And second thing, in 5th canto, 18th chapter, 12th verse, it is said, Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchane, sarver gunes tatra samasti sura. Harav avaktaste kuto mahadguna, manorathe nasti dhavato bahi. That means, Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchane, one who is doing akinchana bhakti, I mean, the performing devotional service without any ulterior motive, he has sarver gunes tatra sama asti sura. Sura means demigods. He automatically develops all the Devi guna. His life becomes auspicious. Just see, previously, we will compare. So, Prabhupada says, boys in Krishna consciousness and boys out without Krishna consciousness. So, boys in Krishna consciousness do not take tea, coffee. They don't go to nightclub. I mean, Prabhupada writes everything that automatically they can give it up. Their life is auspicious, which is very difficult for others to do. So bhakti immediately makes you, he convinces you that this is not the thing, this is making your life miserable. Second thing is in 4th canto, Prahlad Maharaj says, Dhruva Maharaj says, Yasya prasanno bhagwan guner maitri adivir harir, tasmai namanti bhutani, nimnam apa swayam, nimnam apa iva swayam. That means, those who are doing bhakti in a friendship mood, in the sense, those who have developed bhakti towards Krishna or Maitri Adibhir, and all the rasa, any rasa, Tasmai Namanti Bhutani, all the living entities actually they offer obeisances, they bow down to him automatically. Just like Nimnam Apa Iva Swayam. If you see the water, the water always go to which side? Low altitude. Nimna Apa Swayam. Automatically goes. Similarly, Tasmai Namanti Bhutani, those who are bhaktas, pure devotional service automatically Sarva Bhutani. It becomes all auspicious for you. Okay. And then extra, basically, there is a discussion that Prabhupada writes that there are 3 types of happiness in the world. First is, we have seen sense gratification, material enjoyment. Second higher level is people Aham Brahmasmi, Supreme, from Supreme Brahman, I am not body, I am soul. Third is from understanding I am the servant of Krishna, from Bhakti. So those who are doing Bhakti, they get all these happiness. They are not exempted from, oh, abhi idhar hai to tumko sense enjoyment nahi milega. And we enjoy more than even sense enjoyment. Prabhupada said, who eats all the 64 item prasad, sabkar wo koi bhi. Who dances every day in the morning? So Lord Shiva says to Parvati, the devotional service gives all this happiness to sadhaka. Material enjoyment from Brahman and Bhakti also, addition. And in Gita he said, Vedesu yagyesu tapassu chaiva, danesu yat punya phalam pradishtam. Atyeti tat sarvam idam viditva. So those who do Bhakti, they get Vedesu, yagyesu, tapassu chaiva. By doing Veda, following Veda, reading Veda, tapasya, dana, all kind of punya phalam devotee gets. Atyeti tat sarvam means those who are doing only tapasya or Veda study or dan, they will get that punya only. But he is doing not separately anything. Dan, only devotional service. He gets all. अत्यति जो दूसरा नहीं बन रहा सर्वम इदम विदित्वा योगी परम स्थानम उपेति दिव्यम. He is a perfectly placed in as a Krishna's servant. That is his highest goal. Highest पर क्या है भक्ता. And then little bit वो बोलता ना ऐसा है DRS मैंने जो भी है क्या है वो material enjoyment also gets entirely. So he is not somebody should not say अरे इधर आया तो ये बीमार रहेगा. Krishna is saying to Arjuna, Atyati, his highest also get and everything he gets. It's all inclusive. Okay, now it moksha lagutakrit means bhakti makes liberation look insignificant. We see Kolavich Sridhar when he went to meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I mean that when Mahaprabhu was ready to give all the blessings to everybody, he said, Kolavich Sridhar, ask anything. I will give you Indrapad or you make you Brahma or I will give you liberation. He said, I don't want anything. I just want to serve you like this. You come to my shop, bargain with me, and I will get unlimited bliss by then. I don't want any position, no liberation. That is pure devotional service. And even in sixth canto, we say that the devotee doesn't mind go anywhere. Naraka, Swarga, Naraka, Api Tulyartha Darshina. He says, devotee service hai kya? I am ready to go to Naraka also. Swarga also. He Api Tulya Darshina. There is no difference for him because he wants to serve. So there is no moksha. Actually, dharma, artha, kama, moksha is for those who are not doing bhakti. So the moksha is the main thing. But when we try to perform devotional service, we know actual meaning of liberation. Actual liberation is one when we situate ourselves in our upadhi, in the sense real upadhi, in the sense our swarupa siddhi. How I am serving Krishna eternally. That is liberation. So devotees are not interested in any kind of liberation if there is no seva. So Prabhupada writes that people are so eager to, do moksha, like there are several incidents where in Bhagavatam it is said, oh, you don't do that, you won't be getting liberated. So all siddhis are maid servants of bhakti. People are very much interested in achieving siddhis. So there are 8 siddhis. Anima. Anima means, the question may come to you also. Siddhi. Anima means making oneself smallest. Lagima means become weightless. Mahima means making oneself largest. So who became Mahima, used Mahima in Krishna Leela? Trunavarat, of course. And who, anyway, that will. Garima means becoming heavy.
Krishna.
Krishna became heavy. Same Truna. Prapti means having unrestricted access to all places. Like Prabhupada said, if these people who have Siddhi, they can bring the fresh pomegranate from Afghanistan. Abhi thodega. That is Siddhi. That is Prapti Siddhi. Prakamya means fulfilling all our desires, material desires. Ishitva means possessing lordship on other, possessiveness. You can. Vasita means power to subjugate all, sorry. Possessing lordship means you become a very powerful person, wealthy and so on. Vasita means you overpower others, subjugate. Abhi wo karo, jo bhi. These are all siddhis which are made servant to bhakti. So one who does that and desire, he will get it. But devotees never go for that. No siddhi, no liberation. He just want service. Why? Because these are disturbance to his service of Krishna. Liga, Anima, Lagima, Mahima, Garima, Prapti, Prakamya, Ishitva and Vasita. I will share this, but I want you to write also. I will make you write. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll make you write. I will give you time for writing also. There are 5 types of liberations which we should know, and so one is salokya. Salokya means staying in same planet with Lord. Salokya, salokya, salokya. Then comes samipya. Samipya means to reside close to the Lord. You may live in Vaikuntha, but very close to Lord. Then comes sarupya. Sarupya means to have same form as the Lord. 400, and there is no difference, only Kaustubha is the difference. Sarupya. Maybe, yes, but in liberation. Then comes Sarsti, Sarsti. Sarsti means to possess same powers as the Lord. And fifth is Sayujya. Sayujya means to merge in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. So this is what is the impersonalist want, to merge. Sarsti means to possess same powers as the Lord has. So devotee actually never will try to get a Sayujya. Sayujya he rejects. Even he rejects all if there is no service. But specifically he will never accept Sayujya Mukti. So this is what Moksha Labhutakrut. Next comes Sudur Labha. Pure devotional service. The characteristics is Sudur Labha means bhakti is very rare. We have discussed. To merge in the Brahma Jyoti. So we have discussed about Sudur Labha. Bhakti is so rare, we have distributed, 50 years down the line, we're doing it. Still, Bhakti as a Bhava Bhakti, Krishna doesn't give Bhava Bhakti to anybody in any. When you do Anya Vilashita Sunam, Jnana Karmadena, Anukulena, Krishnanu Shilanam, then Krishna Vesi Bhava. That is why it is rare. Sorry?
Which is the shloka you mentioned?
Anya, that is the definition of pure devotional service. Anya Vilashita Sunam, first word of NOD.
But it's not mentioned.
This book doesn't have any verses. Prabhupada wrote this NOD book based on Bhakti Rasamrut Sindhu. So 2129 verses are there, but none of the verses is mentioned here, but explained. So I have given you few verses, 8 verses to memorize right from on the first day. So you have to memorize that. One we have, now 2 we have seen, Anyabilashita Sunnam and Iha Yasya Hare Dase. So whenever you come to class and I am doing preparation, or you come to people, you start reciting it. Recitation should go on. When I am ready, I will tell you stop. Okay? Now, so Krishna will give liberation, just like Mahaprabhu is giving liberation. But Mahaprabhu is also saying that somebody is qualified to do Bhava Bhakti, then only he will give. Because that is like giving purchasing power to that person. You can buy me now anytime. Bhava Bhakti. That's why it is Sudur Labha. Then it's Sandrananda Visheshatma, means Bhakti manifests condensed bliss. So we have seen one thing. Chatush Kumar, these are the people who were Brahmavadi, impersonalists before. Chatush Kumar, what are the names?
Sanatan, Sanatan,
Sanat Kumar. These are the people who were all Gyanis, in the sense they knew that their body is going to give problems. So they are Prajapati, first Prajapati, but they say we will not grow only. But when they went to Vaikuntha, first time they saw Lord Vishnu and they smelled the fragrance which was mixed with the air mixed with tulsi and chandana that was decorating Lord's lotus feet. And what happened? They forgot Brahman. They said, what was we were seeing Brahman happiness? This was too mesmerizing. And then Lord Vishnu spoke to them for half an hour. I mean, saying that, you are right or wrong. They didn't understand anything because they were drinking Lord by their eyes. They said, then later they said, we don't know what we were saying, whether you are chastising us or glorifying us, but we are very grateful to you. So, Sanshobham Akshara Jusham, Apichitta Tanvo. So, what happened that Krishna's Mahaprasad, that is Tulasi and Chandan with on his lotus feet, entered through their nostrils and went into their heart. This was pure. And Akshara Jusha, Akshara means impersonal concept. That was removed from their heart. Like a tornado comes, what happens? Buildings get uprooted. Tornado we have not seen, but in America it comes. Big trees and everything gets uprooted. So Akshara Jusha means concept. Concept is such thing where people carry. If some philanthropist is there and you tell him, ये सब बकवास है, तो तुमको याद आएगा, बोला अरे मानव सेवा ही मेन है, मानव है ना, तो माधव सदन नहीं मानव, that is the concept we carry. It's very heavy to remove. We can do anything but remove the concept. But just by smelling, अक्षर दोषाम अपि चित्त तन्व, उनका चित्त तन्व body हिल गया पूरा. And they said, now we understood what your bhaktas are there, what is your bhakti is there, who you are. So that is Sandrananda Vishesha. So even the Brahman realization, Brahmananda, if millions of life, I mean the half of the Lord Brahma's life, suppose, if there is a bliss of Brahman realization, it cannot compare to even a drop of ocean of happiness of bhakti. Like that. And last is Sri Krishna Akarshini. Bhakti attracts Krishna. Bhakti is the process for us to go closer to Krishna. Bhakti attracts Krishna. So basically we are now attracted to Madan. Madan, what it does? It attracts everybody. But Krishna attracts Madana. That's why he is called Madana Mohan. But one person attracts Krishna also. That is Radharani, who represents Bhakti Devi, internal potency. So that's why she is called Madana Mohana Mohini. So Bhakti is greater than Krishna. Otherwise, how can she attract Krishna? Madana Mohana Mohini. So actually in 7th canto, 10th chapter, 48th verse, it is explanation that, when our Yudhishthir Maharaj hears that, oh, Prahlad Maharaj, for Prahlad Maharaj, Krishna took incarnation. How great he must be. So, that was his thought process. Yudhishthir Maharaj, how we are nobody. We don't have any bhakti only. Then Narad Muni says, oh, you don't realize who you are. He says, Yuyam Dhruloke Bata Bhuri Bhaga Lokam Punanam Munayo Abhiyanti Yesham Graham Avasatiti Sakshat Gudam Param Brahma Manushalingam. Narad Muni says, there's like if you have some diamond in your house, but you don't know the value. And somebody says, what diamond? Like the Narad Muni says, Yuyam Dhruloke Bata Bhuri Bhaga. You are the most Bhagyavan people on the earth. Pandavas. Lokam Punanam Munayo Abhiyanti. The people, the great sages go to somebody's houses to what? To purify the houses. They come to your house. They don't go to Tirtha Yatra, they come to Hastinapur, Chalo, Pandav ke ghar. Why? Because Yesham Grahan Avasatiti Sakshat Gudam Param Brahma. Param Brahma is Krishna, who is Gudam. Cannot understand, nobody can understand. He always is there in Hastinapur with Pandavas. So everybody knows, sages know, "Arey, kidhar rahenge Krishna, udhar rahenge." Let us go to that. That is how you are powerful. Now he has come to Manushya Linga, means he is wandering on this earth as a normal man. But he is a Gudam Param Brahma. So that is Sri Krishna Akrishna. So but why Krishna is attracted and always eager to go to Pandavas? Why? Why? They have more opulent the houses than in Dwarka. क्यों जाते थे?
Their devotion.
Because of their pure devotion. Kunti Maharani says, because of you we are sustaining. Now we are going. So that is their power that can attract Krishna. So this is what Sri Krishna Akarshini. So these are the 6 qualities. Actually, they glorify Krishna. So sadhana bhakti. Now this is a samanya bhakti. Next is sadhana bhakti, means devotional service in practice. So all these 6 qualities we will find two in all other. Sadhana bhakti has 2. Kleshagni Shubhada. Then Bhava bhakti will have Kleshagni Shubhada, Moksha Lagutakrut, Sudurlava. And Prema bhakti will have all 6 qualities. This is how these qualities glorify Krishna and pure devotional service. Okay, we will stop here. The conclusion is bhakti can be experienced by developing taste in scriptures, not by trying to understand bhakti by logic. Tell me, जीवा पहला फॉल हो गया कि कहाँ से गिरा? The logic, there is no way to understand. You just develop taste in scripture in the sense, ruchi आना चाहिए. Krishna's, I already told, when we hear, unless we have a ruchi, we cannot hear continuously. So develop that ruchi. That logic is required when you have taste in ruchi, taste in scriptures. Then you can use that logic to influence and to develop, to draw the point. That's why it is said, Shastre yukto cha nipuno. Shastre yukto cha nipuno. When you are nipun in Shastra, then yukti, logic, use the logic. Not separately. I will understand Krishna by logic. You will never understand. That is speculation. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Okay. इसने तो भी हाथ ऊपर किया, उसको बोला next time.